Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make bacon cookies. Now Father's Day falls in North America on the third Sunday of June, so I'm putting these out just in time so that you can treat your fathers. I know my father is going to love these bacon cookies. Let's get started. To make our bacon cookies, I'm using my sugar cookie dough recipe, and I've divided it into 3 different parts because I'm going to be using 3 different colors. The colors that we're going to be using are Americolor gel paste in deep pink, super red, chocolate brown. I'm going to be mixing those up next. And then for giving the bacon the ripple, I've got just long pieces of tin foil or aluminum foil here, just rolled up, and I'm going to be using 3 of them so the cookie goes over top of the 3 of them, and I'm going to put a parchment piece on top of this, and you'll see me do that in just a little bit. So let's get going on mixing the colors into the cookie dough. So I have 1 chunk of the sugar cookie dough in the mixer here, and I'm going to be making the darkest part of the bacon first. So I'm using my red coloring, and I'm just going to give a little squirt in there. And then to make it a little bit darker and more realistic, I'm just going to give it a little squirt of the brown as well. And I'm going to turn my mixer on. You can do it by hand too. I just find that it does color your skin and whatnot, and this is a lot easier. So I'm going to put that on and mix it up. So my dark red cookie dough is ready to go here. Next up, I'm going to make my sort of the darker pink one, and I'm going to be leaving this 3rd color just as it is with the regular sugar cookie dough. So in goes a little bit of chocolate again, the chocolate brown, and a little bit of the deep pink. So I'm going to mix that up, and all 3 colors will be ready for the next step. So to assemble the cookie into the bacon-like structure, what I've done here is I've rolled out my darkest red into a rectangle shape. Now I'm just going to be using my fondant roller here, and I'm just going to create divots and kind of mold it so there's different heights into here so it looks more realistic, just like this, making some peaks and some valleys. And then once you've got that set how you want to, you're going to use your other colors, and you're going to do the same and just kind of make the marbled look that would actually be what the bacon would actually look like. This would be some of the fat, this lighter color here. So you just want to work it in just to make a rectangle and make it even at the top and matching the piece at the bottom here. So I'm just going to work away at this, putting my pieces on and interspersing all the different colors. And when I've got that done, I'll be back. So when you're done layering all of your cookie dough, it should look something like this. And we're going to now need to put it into the refrigerator for at least a couple of hours, and at optimum overnight. So you want to make sure you wrap it up nice and tight with saran wrap or plastic wrap, whatever you've got available, and pop it into the fridge. And what that's going to do is going to seal all these pieces together, and it's also going to help ensure that the cookie doesn't spread when we bake it. So I've got one prepared already, so I'm going to swap them out, and I'll be right back. So this dough has been refrigerated, and what I'm going to be doing now is just using a sharp knife, and I'm going to be cutting it about 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch thick, depends on how big you want your cookies to be. So there we go. And you can see how the marbled effect really pops out once you've sliced the cookie. Just like that. So I'm going to cut off some more, and then I'm going to be putting them onto my cookie sheet. So what I've got here are my 3 pieces of tin foil rolled up underneath my parchment, and I'm just going to kind of wave the bacon from over top and then into the little valley there, and then back over top into the valley, and then on top of the little rod underneath it as well. If your dough cracks, it's not a big deal at all, because that would happen anyways in regular bacon. So you just want to, if you want it to look perfect though, you can pinch it together, but just be warned, it probably will crack again while you're baking it. So I'm going to be putting these into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're going to bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. How long you bake them is going to depend on the thickness that you cut them. These ones are quite thin, so I'm going to start watching them around 8 minutes. If I had made them a little bit thicker, I'd leave it till 10, and then I'd be probably looking for it to be cooked around the 12-minute mark. You want them to be nice and golden and solid. You don't want to make these ones too soft because they will unform from their shape if they're too soft. You want to make sure that they're really cooked and nice and crispy. So my bacon cookies have come out of the oven and they're golden brown just around the edges, so they're perfect just the way that I want them. I'm going to leave them to cool completely on the little aluminum foil parts here because I want to make sure that they keep their shape for sure. So I'm going to let them cool and then I'll be back to show you the finished cookies. So there you go, everybody, how to make bacon cookies just in time for Father's Day. I can't wait to give these cookies to my dad to help him celebrate his special day coming up later on in June. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you like what you saw today, remember to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you all again next time.